Hello, hello, hello everyone. I'm your host Miranda Fritz and welcome back to the second season of Randa, the show about random, useless information you may or may not want to know, just in case you forgot. Yes, unfortunately for all of you, I'm back for another crazy season of randomness. There are plenty of new things to talk about and new people to see. Lord knows I missed y'all, and don't even try to pretend like you didn't miss me. I hope everyone had an awesome winter break and got lots of presents and money and sleep and whatever else you were hoping for. I unfortunately did not get any Christmas presents this year. And no, it's not because I was bad. You all know I'm an angel. But my parents actually don't get presents for their kids because they believe that every day is like Christmas for us. When we want something, we just kind of get it. We don't really wait for any special day to buy ourselves something new. So don't feel bad for me. I'm still plenty spoiled. I did get some money from my aunt and my grandma, a few gifts from my wonderful HR fam, and my mom did get me a pair of ugly Christmas slippers, the perfect pairing for my ugly Christmas sweaters. But my mom, of course, waited to get them during the after Christmas sale at TJ Maxx, so I'll have to wait till next year to jingle around the house in them. Presents aside, I did accomplish 2 of my goals this break, which was sleep, watch all the movies in the theater that I wanted to see, and more sleep. Well, I guess that's 3, but sleep is pretty important, okay? Technically, the third goal was to find a good pillow so that I can sleep, and that was a journey in itself. For several weeks, I had been sleeping on my giant stuffed bear because my old pillow was making my neck hurt. So 5 pillows bought and returned later, I eventually found, well, actually made, my own perfect pillow. I originally bought a Tempur-Pedic pillow from Bed Bath & Beyond, and that one was too hard. So I went back and exchanged it for another pillow that I ended up being too soft. Then my friend told me about her Casper pillow, and that sounded cool, so I returned that one, and I tried the Casper pillow, and it was too meh, for especially how expensive it was. So I took it back and got another pillow that I laid my head on in the store, but when I slept on it at home, it was too hard. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking I'm just being a little bit too difficult right now. And I don't really have a good argument for that, other than I really just wanted a good night's sleep. So after all that, I ended up finding a children's travel cloud pillow in Sam's, and seriously, it felt like a cloud. Since it was a kid pillow, they were all cartoon characters and stuff like that. So I bought Darth Vader, and I absolutely love him. He's a little puffball of comfortableness. The only problem is I couldn't sleep on him because it was in the shape of a big ball and it's so big. So I did a little research, and turns out the insides were made out of polyester fiber. But I had tried other polyester pillows and they just weren't the same. And when I searched the brand, they literally only make travel pillows for children. So I did what any sensible person would do. I went back to Sam's, bought a Ninja Turtle, cut him open, pulled out his insides, and stuffed it into a regular pillow that I also gutted. And voila! Perfect pillow. Now I sleep like a dream. No neck pain, not too soft, not too hard, and no real Ninja Turtles were harmed in the making of this pillow. Anyways, it took the entire break for me to accomplish that one. It also took me almost the whole break to catch up on all the new movies that were in the theaters. I watched Pitch Perfect 3, which was, well, pitch perfect. Jumanji, which was hilarious. Downsizing, which was absolutely horrible. Seriously, don't go watch it. It was a complete waste of 2.5 hours. I also watched The Greatest Showman, which I absolutely thought was amazing, and immediately downloaded the soundtrack so I could jam out in the car and pretend that I was every character who are singing it. And of course, last but not least, Star Wars: The Last Jedi, which it's kind of funny that I put it last on my sequence of movie mentions because it was actually the first one I watched. Me and my two girlfriends went on opening night in IMAX, and I have to say, I absolutely loved it. I had so much fun just sitting back and choosing to enjoy the movie with my friends instead of finding reasons to pick it apart. Speaking of my friends, here's what a few of them thought about it.
The new Star Wars movie, I love it so much. I love it so much I saw it 3 times. I saw it once opening night, I saw it the next Friday after that, or Saturday, which I guess was 2 days after. Then I waited about a week and saw it again because I really love every single character in that movie.
Oh my gosh, I love this Last Jedi movie. I love when like they give you something and then like you're trying to recover from that, but then they kept going with some other shocking scene, and I'm just like, yes. And then, but it was really hard to recover from each scene, so the whole time I was like, what?
I really liked Star Wars: The Last Jedi because it's really different. Like the way they treated Luke Skywalker and just the way they approached the story in general was a lot different from the 7 before it.
Garbage. Absolute garbage.
Bum, bum. Well, thanks, movie critic me. Like I said, personally, I loved it. But I guess everyone has a right to their own opinion. And I, quite frankly, think it's about time I know yours. I've decided to start something new this season. The Random Cam, which is basically just going to be me running around campus with my camera and a microphone, asking random people random things that you may or may not have an opinion on. It has recently come to my attention that my show sometimes might come across as all about me and what I think and what I do. I'd like to use the Random Cam as a chance to get you, the audience, involved in the show. And I may or may not be getting credit for it, so please, if you see me on campus and I have a camera in my hand, participate, please, okay? But don't get too worried. The show will still mostly be about me and what I like to do because I just know how much you all love me so much. And for those of you who are just a glutton for punishment and just can't seem to get enough of me, I'll be starting a YouTube channel this semester where you can learn a little bit more about me and what I like to do in my free time, if I ever get any. It will be a lot of tutorials and probably more of me talking about stuff, such as nail tutorials and sugar cookie tutorials. Think of it as kind of an extension of the show. Random Randa behind the randomness. It's still in work in progress. In other news about me, remember last semester when I told you guys I kind of make movies? Yeah, well, we did a couple of summers ago, and we are finally going to have a Lawton premiere of Scott and Crowley, a comic book adventure. It'll be from 6 to 9 on February 17th at the Vasca. Tickets will be $2, which I know sounds kind of weird considering you've never really heard of us before and you don't really know what the movie's about, but we got to pay for the theater somehow. Anyways, tickets come with an 8x11 movie poster, a chance to win some prizes, and a chance to meet the cast and crew. Me and Option D worked like really hard on this, so it would be awesome if people like showed up. Plus, you'll be supporting local filmmakers, which is cool. And don't worry, you don't have to write this all down because I will be giving you reminders every week. Or I guess you could just kind of go to our Facebook event page and check it out for yourself. Just search Scott and Crowley, Lawton Premiere in the old Facebook machine. Anyways, now that I'm done annoyingly promoting myself, once again, this is a busy semester for me, with 18 hours, this show, my job, and all the homework that comes along with it. But I'm sure I'll be able to handle it a little better this semester, since I did it last semester. However, I will have the added element of graduation and all the junk that comes along with it, such as taking pictures for announcements, making the announcement, and finding a job. But we are in the home stretch, so I can't be too upset. Due to my busy schedule, it can be easy for me to become disorganized. So my friend Kevin suggested I started dating my notes, which was going good for a while, but I don't think that's going to last much longer because I found that his expression is always blank, and personally, he's quite flat. This year will hold a lot of changes for me and lots of people I know. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little anxious, but I'm looking forward to all the new things this year will bring, including new elements to the show, with new topics, new guests, and new games. I hope everyone has an awesome start to an awesome semester, and I hope you are just as excited about the future as I am trying to be. That's it, show's dismissed. Bring in the dancing Aggies.